Good morning, everybody. It's time for our race recap here from Arlington, and a somewhat boring, somewhat good race. It started good and it ended good. The middle was kind of boring. A little bit of crazy things happening tonight. Oh boy, hold on. Breathe. Okay, so a little bit of crazy things. What is going on with my beats in my heart right now? I'm gonna have to check that out. As I said, a little bit of crazy things going on tonight in Arlington. We're gonna jump right into it. We're gonna start with practice. I've already uploaded a video of it earlier today, but Adam Cerullo had a big crash in practice. If you want more information, go check out that video. This is not the video. Just here, I'm here to talk about the real race, not that incident, because I've already done that. The one thing I did not mention in that video, but it had nothing to do with Adam Cerullo, it just had something to do with practice. Who saw Jason Anderson take out that the Alpine Stars medical crew guy in practice? That was funny. That was probably the funniest thing of the night. We'll start, it was a Triple Crown, so we'll start kind of from the beginning here with the first 250 race. The Hampshire and Sexton incident. My take on it. Good pass. Should not have ran it in that deep, and especially not that early in the race. He still had 5 minutes to pass him, and it was a dumb move. And it was kind of like the who was it? Ferrandis and Craig incident that happened at 8-2. It was just like that, but Sexton didn't go flying off the bike and tumbling. He just kind of took him down, roosted him. That was pretty harsh. But RJ Hampshire looked good today. Other than that second race, Other than that second race, he looked really good. Like, really good. I was really surprised with him. Other than that kind of dirty move on Sexton, I was really impressed. But like I said, my take on that is that was way too early in the race and way too early in the night to do that. Like if he does that for the overall, I'm on the last lap for the overall, I am totally okay with it. If you're doing it for a main event win, we don't even know how good you're gonna do, and we saw how horrible he was in the second main. Like that's just not necessary. So Hampshire takes the first main event win, and then the 450 main event number 1 comes around and Roxon gets out front. Roxon dominates, and that was kind of the boringest race of the night for me. Not a lot happened, but Tomac, like I called, if you watched one of my videos from today, the Nashville one, when I raced at Nashville, I said Tomac has at least one start outside of the top 10 in Triple Crown races. He did it again, but he got the bad start out of the way early. So that leads us into the second races. Sexton kind of dominated the second race for 250. And that was about it there. Am I missing anything from that race? I don't think so. Oh, the Owen and Smith thing. I actually did not see that. They were showing the replay of that, and I was looking in the wrong box. That's my fault. I'll check it out later and check it. I'll check it out later and see what happened. However, the second 450 main event kind of got interesting towards the end. I'm sorry, someone's yelling in the house. Where are we? The second main event. Tomac won that one, but the biggest story from that race, Cooper Webb had one of the gnarliest crashes I've seen this year. Basically, he did the same thing that Cerullo did, but it was a worse outcome. So basically what they both did, they went off the dragon's back and they kind of, you know, missed the top of the top whoop of the dragon's back with their front wheel, and that just sent them into an endo situation. With Santarullo, he kind of plowed into the top of the triple. With Webb, however, he launched into the concrete and landed flat on his back and on the concrete. That was, I haven't had a crash scare me that bad since Roxon blew up his arm in 2017. That's the last time I got that scared from a crash. So that one scared me a lot. Hopefully Cooper Webb's okay. We'll see. Maybe I'll make an update video. I'm thinking he's gonna be back for Atlanta, but I don't know how much he's gonna ride this week. It all depends. So look out on the channel. Maybe I'll have an update video. Maybe I won't. Who else? Tomac wins the second main event. Okay, but going into the third main event, Jason Anderson was actually leading the overall. I don't know. But then the third main event, McElrath wins the third main event, and Sexton wins the overall. Good on Chase. And the interesting part about that is Chase Sexton and Shane McElrath are now tied in points for the 2 of the East going into Atlanta. That I feel like it would be more interesting, but I don't know. The 2 of the East hasn't been that great this year, other than that first 250 race of the night. Jordan Smith has no luck. First race, he kind of gets stood up in a berm by McElrath and jumps off the berm and just saves it. Who else? The second race, that incident with Jason Owen happened, and I think he crashed another time in that race too. And the third main event, he just crashed. So really bad luck for Jordan Smith. Last week was not bad luck. Last week was just he faded. And oh boy. And this week some more bad luck. So Jordan Smith didn't do that well. We'll see how he does in Atlanta. I don't think it's gonna get better for him, but you never know. I did not think Anderson would be riding this good tonight. He rode really well. And that brings us into the third 450 main event, where Jason Anderson, well, Osborne started up front, Anderson was second, Roxon was third, Tomac got up to fourth after kind of a bad start. And boys, girls, whoever watches this, whoever's watching this, that was the Eli Tomac we should see every single weekend. He was flying in that third main event. I was a little worried that he was not going to get up and pass Anderson there, but like 4 minutes ago, I'm thinking he's not going to pass him. He's going to come up just a tiny bit short, but I was wrong. Obviously, Tomac put on a charge, and he's the overall winner for the night, and Anderson's not. Diving deeper into that third main event, though, so they all start. Osborne, as I said, leading, Anderson second, Roxon third, Tomac makes his way to fourth. Tomac makes a move on Roxon, kind of aggressively. Roxon comes right back and passes him. And then Tomac makes a move on him again, and very smart move. I know Ken Roxon says he messed up the triple. No, if you go back and watch it, Tomac blocked that line so he couldn't jump the triple. Little aggressive, little dirty, but I don't think anyone's gonna have a problem with it. Gets past Osborne very quickly. Osborne faded pretty bad here. I mean, ended up in a good finish, but had nothing after these guys passed him. And then he hunts down Anderson, gets Anderson, and at that At that point, they are tied in points for the overall sake of it. And basically, for anyone who doesn't know how the Triple Crown works, if they end up tied at the end of the 3 races, it's the best finish in the 3rd race who wins the overall. So that's what the situation they were in. And Tomac would have taken the overall because he would have beaten Anderson. So, but then, not only did Anderson take out the medical assistant in practice, he also took out the robo camera in that main event. He jumped off track, hit the robo camera, kind of bumped it, and took it out. So that was funny. And then Roxon finished second in that race, 2nd overall. And I actually did really good in fantasy points from what I remember. I will check the points tomorrow, but from what I remember, I got Tomac right and I got Roxon right. I also got Barsha right in 4th overall. And Osborne I had in the wild card, and he finished 5th overall. And Dino finished in the wild card. So yeah, kind of a lame-o race till the end. I think if Tomac doesn't have a weirdo 12th place race, he pretty much runs away with this. Hopefully, maybe Roxon will make a run here at the end, but if Roxon stays healthy, because you never know. But really looking like Eli Tomac's in control right now, this red plate. I will give it to you. He rode way better than I thought he was going to with this red plate. So Eli Tomac did really good tonight. Congratulations to Chase Sexton as well, getting the 250 East overall for the Triple Crown race. Get well soon, Cooper Webb and Adam Cianciarulo. And I think Jason Anderson just got a ton of confidence from this race, knowing that he still has it. Obviously in San Diego, he had some bad luck with Brayton taking him down. And actually, let me talk about that for a little bit since we have some time here. If anyone doesn't know yet, remember San Diego, Anderson didn't have that great of a race. Well, what happened was he went to make like 4th or 5th lap. He went to make a move on Justin Brayton and bumped Brayton off track. And Brayton went double-double in the rhythm section and just he didn't really T-bone him, he just flat out took him out. It looked deliberate, it was definitely deliberate, flat out took him out. And Anderson crashed again in that race and ended up like 14th. And then Brayton ended up in the AMA truck, and basically the AMA officials were talking to him saying that was a little bit over the line. And then Brayton, I guess, literally straight up said to them, well, look at what he's done to me in the past. He's right. Anderson has taken Brayton out a lot in the past. The one that comes to mind for me is in St. Louis 2016. Like, I think it was the final lap of a heat race or something, or it could have been the main event. They're coming up to a triple, and Anderson just plows Brayton right off the takeoff of the triple, and Brayton doesn't go flying, but it definitely wasn't intentional. But that's the one that comes to mind for me. And that's all I really have for today. A little bit of a shorter video. Trying to make these short, by the way. And then Tampa, Anderson kind of got a little bad luck too. Also got doctor position in Tampa. I know, I'm all over the place right now. Not on the track, in my words. So, that's about it here. Congratulations to Tomac and Sexton. Get well soon, Cooper Webb and Adam Cianciarulo. I think we'll see Webb next week, obviously. I honestly think we'll see Webb next week. I don't know if he's gonna ride. So thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts. Let's start a little conversation here in the chats. As you know, if you've seen, I do reply to comments right as I see them, and most of the time I see them right away. So that's all I got here for this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you laters.